Live from the Mounds Mall Special Events Studios, it's Track Talk on News Talk 1240 WHBU, Fox Sports 1340, and 102.9 in Muncie. Now here's Rick and Gary with everything you need to know about Anderson Speedway and Anderson Speedway's Track Talk.
Well, good evening and welcome to Track Talk. A little unique situation this evening. You got Rick Dawson here on the line. It seems as though our control board here at the Mounds Mall studio has a gremlin. I have Gary Mong in the studio with me, but you won't be able to hear him because I'm actually talking on the telephone. I'm calling into my own radio show this evening, but we're glad you joined us, and bear with us, and hopefully we'll have this fixed before the show's over with. But we've had another great weekend at Anderson Speedway this last Saturday night. We had a great big CRA Street Stock 200 race with 38 cars strong, and they put on one heck of a show at the Speedway. And if we kind of sound disjointed here, I'm listening to a Wade in one ear, and we're trying to get these gremlins fixed. So it may be a little confusing here to start with, but we'll get it fixed. But anyway, the Street Stock race was great. But we also had the Nash Thunder cars on tap Saturday night, and Robbie Wyman set fast time. And due to some impending weather coming in, we elected to just lengthen the features and do away with the heat races Saturday night. So Rob Wyman also came through, and Robbie won the feature in the Thunder cars. There was an incident with the 3-car of Curtis Chapman early. They've all been warned and have agreed they weren't going to drive rough, and Curtis was really drilling Robbie in the opinion of the officials, and so then turned him, and so we went ahead and let him go back to the pits and have a Pepsi, and hopefully come back the next time and things will be a lot different. We also had a front-wheel drive oval race. This is our regular front-wheel drive oval division. Jared Keller set fast time, and Jerry Dane, who is pretty much on a roll this year, won the feature Saturday night. So that was our front-wheel drive oval. We also had Thunder Roadsters on tap Saturday night, and John Robbins set fast time, who's our past Legends champion, and John also won the feature. So congratulations to all those guys. We had a great street stock race. Again, 38 strong. We had Jeff Lane, who set fast time in the 21 car. Josh Poore and Calvin Parham were right behind him in qualifying. And the feature was something to watch. Initially, and we're hoping if we can get these gremlins fixed, we're going to have the winner on the air here in the second half of the show. But Brett Miles Jr. led a pretty big part of the first part of the race. I actually got to see part of the race. I was on the fourth turn ramp looking at turns 1 and 2, and I could see the back stretch, and that was about all I could see. I couldn't see anything going on underneath me. But Brett pretty much, he didn't have him covered, but he had a pretty good lead the first part of the race. And I'm trying to recall, Gary, who did lead at the halftime. Was it Brett?
I want to say it was
either B.J. Miles.
Either Brett, B.J., or Brett, Josh Poore, or
Jimmy Kirby. Then we came back in the second half of the race, and the attrition really wasn't that what you might think in that long of a race. We had a lot of cars running after the break also, and there was always it seemed like there was a race for the lead up front. I mean, it was always challenged. Jimmy Kirby got out and led probably the most laps in the second half of the race, but Josh Poore was right on his tail, and Brett was just kind of laying back in third place. I don't know if there's something, his tires went away a little bit, or what was going on with his cars. It didn't seem quite as strong as it did in the first half of the race, but he set back, and then I think it was on the last lap, if I'm not mistaken, on lap 198, I'm told by my assistant here next to me, that Josh come up on Jimmy, and they were trading paint back and forth, and not sure what happened because it happened below me, but I could see Jimmy sliding across the infield, and that's all Brett Miles needed. Them two the leaders got tangled. He went around them on the outside and ended up taking the checkered flag in a pretty exciting finish. It really gives the fans a good show Saturday night, and really proud of those guys for doing such. We had a great crowd Saturday night, a big crowd. The weather ended up being perfect. It looked like we might be challenged by rain early, but we got the races in, and everybody home safe and ready to do it again this Saturday night at Anderson Speedway. So it's kind of hard for you to just sit over there. This is kind of fun because I've got Gary over here wanting to talk really bad, and he can't say anything. But I can always hand you the receiver if you want. But we're going to, here shortly, we're going to take an earlier break tonight, so maybe Wade can get everything sorted out back at the studio. This Saturday night at Anderson Speedway is another big weekend. We've got 5 big divisions, and that's the start of a really big couple weeks of racing at Anderson Speedway. We've got the McGonigal engine late models, and I'm really glad to see them back. It's almost seems like forever, and they were just here last week and put on that great show in the Motion Motors 100. We also have the Mel Kenyon Midgets are going to be on the track with some open wheel action this weekend, along with the Legends. We'll have the Pro Compact Series back in action this Saturday night, along with the front wheel drive figure 8. So we got a little something for everybody this Saturday night at Anderson Speedway. Amy's got a lot of things planned for the crowd Saturday night. Getting ready for a big weekend next weekend with 4th of July being on Friday, and it's going to be huge. I mean, I started getting calls actually Sunday when I was at the track. I answered the phone, and there was 2 or 3 people asking about the 4th of July. So as always, it's going to be huge. We're going to have the WOFS Outlaw Figure 8s that night. Now, this is a week from Friday. The World Outlaw Figure 8s. We're going to have the front-wheel drive Figure 8s. We're going to have the trailer races a week from Friday, and then cap it off with a huge fireworks show, as I always do, out at the Speedway. And then on that Saturday night, we've got another racing program with the CRA Sportsman cars. So we've got big 7 days of racing coming up starting this Saturday night. So we want everybody to be sure and plan ahead and spend your holiday weekend with us at the Speedway. We're going to take a quick break here and hopefully come back. We'll have all of our gremlins fixed, and you won't just have to listen to me on the radio this evening. You're listening to Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. We'll be right back.
Rain, water, rain, water.
Here it comes again, along with all that trash and pollution. This is Emmis, the Madison County Stormwater Awareness Frog. Did you know that April is Stormwater Awareness Month? When it rains, lawn chemicals, cigarette butts, dog poop, oil, chemical drips, and spills are all washed in the storm drain. All that eventually ends up in the river, and that's my home. The solution to pollution starts with you. Stay on top of every drop and know where it flows. Together we can keep the rivers and streams of Madison County clean. To learn simple steps to help keep our waterways clean and a list of my special community appearances, visit mcstormwater.org and look for all the exciting events and information happening during Stormwater Awareness Month. You can also become my friend on Facebook. Go to mcstormwater.org for the link, and remember, Emma says, stay on top of every drop and help keep our waterways clean.
At Batteries Plus, we don't want you to buy a new laptop battery unless you actually need one. That's why we'll test your laptop battery and make sure the problem isn't the charger or the laptop itself. And if you do need a battery or a charger, we have the largest selection available, so you can be sure we'll have the one you're looking for. Batteries Plus. Get what you need.
Batteries Plus, 4644 South Scatterfield Road, right in front of Kohl's. Batteries Plus, the official battery of Anderson Speedway.
When I was a boy, we had family pitch-in dinners on Sunday, so I knew on Saturdays Mom would be in the kitchen baking pies, and especially sugar cream pies. I will never forget pulling a chair up to the table, always turn the chair around back so I could perch on my knees while watching Mom take her fingers and flute the pie crust. You know, that little squiggly thing all the way around. And of course, after the pies were baked, we would beg and plead with Mom, only to have her put her foot down and say, nope, we were not going to get any pie until everybody came by tomorrow. But on Sunday at the family gathering, that first bite of pie was always worth the wait. Mom's a little older now, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy freshly made sugar cream pies together. Now, instead of Mom making them, I pick up a Wix sugar cream pie. They use simple, fresh ingredients because of Wix rigid freshness standards. The wholesomeness and taste of their pies is better than Mom's. But don't tell her I said that. Now you can pick up a Wix sugar cream pie at most of your local grocery stores. Just look for them in the frozen dessert aisle. I'm Brownie, and I can honestly say about Wix pies, you don't just eat them, you enjoy them.
Over the past few years, you have heard of jegs, but do you really know what they are? Well, they are one of the country's leading auto parts company. Whether it be for your personal car or your race car, you can rely on the folks at Jegs. They have all the quality name brand auto parts that you need at just a click of your computer mouse, and then just wait for those parts to arrive at your house. It's so easy, and you will save money. So the next time you need auto parts, go to jegs.com and start shopping and saving today. Jegs, a proud sponsor of Anderson Speedway.
It's race season again. Whether you're a circle track, street and strip, or drag racing fan, McGonigal Engine Performance is your one-stop engine center. With state-of-the-art facilities including engine and chassis dyno services, McGonigal Engine Performance builds power to win. If you're looking for performance out of your street rod, import, or restoration project, McGonigal Engine Performance sells, installs, and tests a wide range of accessories and upgrades. Look for our ad in Great Deals Coupon Magazine or find us online at McGonigalEngines.com.
One of the fine supporters and sponsors at Anderson Speedway are the good folks at Edco Welding and Hydraulics. Edco Welding and Hydraulics is the sponsor of the Street Stock Division at Anderson Speedway. When you need welding or hydraulic work done on a piece of equipment, think first to Edco. With their many years of experience, there are no better than Edco. Eddie and Donna Van Meter are always ready to help you in your welding and hydraulic work. Just give them a call and watch for the familiar 23 race car with Eddie or Billy behind the wheel. There's a guy out in the country that would like to meet you. He's got a really nice home with a lot of fine friends that's always hanging around so that you will have a lot of company when you stop by. And he's got some really neat toys. A lot of auto lifts, a really big front room with a lot of cars in it for you to see. Some real neat tire changing stuff and plenty of free front door parking when you stop by. And did I mention a ton of great prices on your next car? That guy? Sam Pierce Chevrolet in Daleville. Close to the interstate between Anderson and Muncie. Stop by and visit Sam today. You'll be glad you did.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
Well, I can guess that one all by myself. Oh, you can hear, Gary can hear me next to me listening to Creedence Clearwater Revival. You just can't talk. If we had a telephone that Ben Franklin didn't design, it would probably have a speaker on it. Maybe we both could talk. I'm pretty sure it looks like they got a technician on its way, but I'm afraid you're stuck with me for another few minutes talking about racing at Anderson Speedway and around the area. We had a 15-year-old winner down at Salem this past Saturday. Grant Quinlan won the Jegs All-Star Series race down there last Saturday night at Salem Speedway. Congratulations to him. And if you go to the CRA website, there's a link actually to the Speed 51 website where you can actually watch the replay of the Redbud 300, and that's a good buy. You could it was a great race, and Bob Dillner and his staff did a great job in putting that together. So you can link through that through the CRA-racing.com website. Find out everything you need to know about late model racing on Speed 51. The Jeg Series is coming into town here at Anderson on July the 26th, I believe it is. They always put on a great show, so we're looking forward to that coming up. We was talking about some events coming up, and of course we've got the Figure 8 Madness with the fireworks coming up a week from Friday, and it's presented by 106.9 Star and the Excel Center downtown Anderson. Next Tuesday we'll have a whole lot more information on that. And I'm sitting there looking at our website and how appropriate Emmis the Frog is sitting there staring at me at the Anderson Stormwater Partnership. And I tell you what, here lately we've really had a lot of rain. The lake is back again. The back of the pits was starting to go down actually yesterday and day before, but makes it for a little tight back in the pits with all that water, but we've got everybody parked. And then I mentioned we also had next weekend's a doubleheader racing. On Saturday night, we've got the CRA Late Model Sportsman back in town, along with the Nash FM Thunder cars and the front-wheel drive oval cars and the supercars, all on Saturday, July the 5th. Then another, it's become an annual event at the Speedway, and I was actually on one of his radio shows with him Sunday night, our good friend Jim Warner, who does the Gospel Highlight Hours on this station, and another one here in town. But when we had the free fair, or not the free fair, but we had the Anderson Lions Club fair out at the track 2 or 3 years back, one of Jim and I got acquainted, and we decided to start and do a gospel concert, which we did. It was a great success, and now it's become an annual event at the Speedway. Since we don't have the fair, we now have our pavilion, which makes a perfect place to have that. And that's all going to happen on Sunday night, July the 6th, from 6 to 8 o'clock. Community Hospital is going to have wellness screening out there. Everybody's welcome. It's free to attend. Big Joe's is going to have food out there, so if you're come hungry, Chuck and Joe and the group will have food, and you're going to hear some of the best music this side of heaven. When I tell you what, Jim has assembled, I think he told me Sunday night when I was on his show, he's got he's got 16 different groups that are going to perform at least one song on Sunday night. So put that on your calendar. What a nice way to spend a relaxful Sunday evening and cap off a great 4th of July weekend as we celebrate our country's birthday, which would be, it's more than about 238, something like that, if my math's right. So then we're going to come right back on the 12th with Cow Appreciation Day. That was a big hit last year. We're going to do that again. The CRA Street Stocks will be in town that week with the Thunder cars and the front-wheel drive figure eights and Thunder Roadsters. And then we go on through July. At the end of July, we've got Edgewater Woods Alzheimer's Awareness Night, and I understand that's when the JEG CRA late models are going to be there. And the TBA on our schedule, I think, is getting ready to change this week. I will have that announcement probably tomorrow. We'll get it firmed up, but it's something that I know all of our fans like and look forward to it. But also Amy working along with Edgewater Woods and to bring awareness to Alzheimer's disease and research and several things. We're actually going to have wheelchair races at the track that night. So, and I think she's got some entry forms or some information on that you can get. I don't know that it's on our website yet, but you can call the track and talk to Amy, and she'll be able to fix it up. One night you want to put on your calendar definitely is August the 2nd. It's Murat Shrine Night at the races, and if you've ever seen a shrine parade, you know how fun it can be with clowns and all the different cars and costumes and different units. We're going to have one of those at Anderson Speedway on Saturday, August the 2nd. All the parade units will be at the track. We're going to parade them around probably about 7:15. Give the fans a chance to see these colorful and entertaining units go around the track. And the shrine, if you're not familiar with the shrine, we have 21 orthopedic and burn centers across the country for burned and crippled children, and research and rehabilitation and hopefully healing. And all the services provided at these world-class state-of-the-art hospitals is free of charge to all the patients. So if you know a child that is in need of some help, make sure you can call me, or if you know a Shriner, tell them, and we'll get them in and get them checked out and get them the best care that they can. So that's Murat Shrine Night, August the 2nd. And then we follow that one up with a big one, the 65th Annual National Crown. And this year it's going to feature the World Outlaw Figure 8 Series. So that means probably well, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag, but that TBA, which is probably going to be outlaw late models, will be a big tune-up for the 65th National Crown at Anderson Speedway. So here in the next month, pardon me, I'm going to have 3 different chances probably to see the outlaw figure 8 cars, and it's going to be a blast with this year's National Crown. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at this point in time. Now I need to figure out something else to talk about. That I wish I can't take phone calls, which I'd like to do. I'm just I can't hear Wade. I just got to talk to myself.
Let's just kind of recap what we got this Saturday night.
Well, okay, I can recap what we're doing Saturday night. Gates open at 5 o'clock this Saturday. We race at 8. We qualify at 6:30. Come out early, get a good seat, and get a Huffman tenderloin. I mean, they are to die for. But this Saturday we've got the MEP late models, which is McGonigal Engine Performance, Kenya Midgets, Legends, Pro Compacts, and front-wheel drive figure 8s. We're going to step aside and take another quick break, but before I do, I've got to say hi to Aunt Jenny. And from myself and Gary, I need to say hi to Lauren and Dan and Louie and Libby. They listen every week at the house, and my wife Brenda, and all of our fans out in Raceland tonight. So I appreciate you bearing with us this evening. We'll be right back with Anderson Speedway's Track Talk.
Great Deal Savings Magazine has been a backer of racing in Anderson Speedway for over 40 years. Great Deal Savings Magazines know the value of racing as a great family venue and know that its fans are the best people in the world. Great Deal Savings Magazines now producing over 40 magazines and serving over 80 cities in the Midwest with the finest in coupon savings through their direct mail marketing of Great Deal Savings Magazines. Mailing nearly 1 million homes each month, Great Deals is leading the way in direct mail marketing. Great Deal Savings Magazine, proud of Anderson Speedway and what it does for the economy and race fans in Anderson and the Midwest. Now branded under the name of Great Deals, Shop Smart Magazine, Lake City Saver, and Gator Saver.
Rain, water, rain, water.
Here it comes again, along with all that trash and pollution. This is Emmis, the Madison County Stormwater Awareness Frog. Did you know that April is Stormwater Awareness Month? When it rains, lawn chemicals, cigarette butts, dog poop, oil, chemical drips, and spills are all washed in the storm drain. All that eventually ends up in the river. And that's my home. The solution to pollution starts with you. Stay on top of every drop and know where it flows. Together we can keep the rivers and streams of Madison County clean. To learn simple steps to help keep our waterways clean and a list of my special community appearances, visit mcstormwater.org and look for all the exciting events and information happening during Stormwater Awareness Month. You can also become my friend on Facebook. Go to mcstormwater.org for the link, and remember, Emma says, stay on top of every drop and help keep our waterways clean.
At Batteries Plus, we don't want you to buy a new laptop battery unless you actually need one. That's why we'll test your laptop battery and make sure the problem isn't the charger or the laptop itself. And if you do need a battery or a charger, we have the largest selection available, so you can be sure we'll have the one you're looking for. Batteries Plus. Get what you need.
Batteries Plus, 4644 South Scatterfield Road, right in front of Kohl's. Batteries Plus, the official battery of Anderson Speedway.
The next time you need car or truck service on one of your vehicles, take it to Motion Motors in Middletown. The folks at Motion Motors will have your car running great. And at Motion Motors, you will find no high-pressure sales to get you to buy a car or a truck. Just down-to-earth folks selling you the best cars at the best price. And here at Anderson Speedway, the Motion Motor folks with Jackie Neal and his crew take care of our driver's parts right here at the track. Motion Motors, they are great folks to work with, and they are at 4810 North County Road 400 in Middletown.
When I was a boy, we had family pitch-in dinners on Sunday, so I knew on Saturdays Mom would be in the kitchen baking pies. and especially sugar cream pies. I will never forget pulling a chair up to the table. I always turned the chair around back so I could perch on my knees while watching Mom take her fingers and flute the pie crust. You know, that little squiggly thing all the way around. And of course, after the pies were baked, we would beg and plead with Mom, only to have her put her foot down and say, nope, we were not going to get any pie until everybody came by tomorrow. But on Sunday at the family gathering, that first bite of pie was always worth the wait. Mom's a little older now, but that doesn't mean we can't enjoy freshly made sugar cream pies together. Now, instead of Mom making them, I pick up a Wix sugar cream pie. They use simple, fresh ingredients because of Wix rigid freshness standards. The wholesomeness and taste of their pies is better than Mom's. But don't tell her I said that. Now you can pick up a Wix sugar cream pie at most of your local grocery stores. Just look for them in the frozen dessert aisle. I'm Brownie, and I can honestly say about Wix pies, you don't just eat them, you enjoy them.
Here at Poet Alexandria, we believe Americans deserve a choice between homegrown renewable fuel and imported oil. Grain from our local farmers allows us to produce ethanol, a viable fuel alternative to foreign oil that's here and now. For information about selling your grain to Poet Biorefining Alexandria, call Bill, Wayne, or Kim at 888-878-2676 or visit poet.com/Alexandria. Thanks for partnering with us to give Americans greater fuel choice.
This program is a presentation by Anderson Speedway. The content contained in this program is that of the host and guests, and not this station.
We're back for Anderson Speedway's Track Talk. Again, for you folks, this is kind of a little different situation. Our master board here at the Mounds Mall Special Events Studio might have taken a little hit from the weather, but I'm talking to you via phone line, and unfortunately, I can't get Gary on the line with me. But he is, I do assure you, he is here with me, and he's coaching and cueing me along. So I apologize that the conversation is kind of one-sided this evening, but I do want to give a shout out to a good friend of the Speedway. We talked about him a lot last winter. Steve Wallace, who recorded the song Anderson Speedway, has received all kinds of awards for that song, which has been played a lot on the internet, and a lot of radio stations have been playing. It was recorded in Nashville, and Steve just got another award, and unfortunately I can't bring it up here on the screen for some reason, but which doesn't surprise me this evening. But I want to congratulate Steve, and we do have copies of that at the Speedway. That once we get all the bugs worked out of this, we're back. Hopefully next week we can give you the opportunity to win one of those. So thank you, Steve, and congratulations on the hard work. We know Steve has encountered some more health issues, and we just wish him the best and continued good work. Also, something that we've been doing here just recently, and we're getting it down to give you more access to the Speedway and a little more information. We have all kinds of different text messages now that you can text us and receive special discounts. And during the races, Amy comes up with some special gifts. If you're watching your cell phone, you can text to a certain number and receive a prize. So our website, first thing on the website kind of explains how to do it. So you can text discount to 41411 and get a special discount out to Anderson Speedway. Plus, a lot of our sponsors are partnering with this and have special values also. So that's something new we're trying here at Speedway. We're just wading in, getting our feet wet, but we're getting ready to jump in head first into the new technology, the new era. Again, this Saturday night is the McGonigal engine late models. They're back after a couple-week hiatus, along with the open-wheel Mel Kenyon midgets. They always put on a great show. We also have Legends back this week, along with the Pro Compacts. This is the new front-wheel drive series that we're doing. And we also have the front-wheel drive figure eight. So gates open at 5, racing at 8. We look forward to seeing you at Anderson Speedway. Appreciate you taking the time with us this evening and your patience with our gremlins here on the radio. And we look forward to talking to you again, same time, same stations, next week. So for Gary Mong, I'm Rick Dawson. Have a great week, and we'll see you at the racetrack.